The hybrid war Europe faces is a gift for Putin, but there are risks too. Without firing a shot, Russian President Vladimir Putin has, over the past week, managed to bring the war in Ukraine to millions of Europeans largely untouched by the conflict. And it started not with a bang, but a whimper. As Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen told anxious Danes Thursday night, after drones triggered major disruption at several airports, Europe should see more violent and frequent hybrid attacks as a new reality. But she did not cite Russia as the direct culprit, as perhaps the evidence is lacking so far, or attributing blame feeds too keenly Moscow's aims, but instead as Europe's main threat. The lack of clarity is one symptom of these attacks. The anonymous culprit can't, for a while, be named or stopped, regardless of the damage or mild inconvenience they cause. And the weight or uncertainty is another. Frederiksen added another motive to the unknown attacker, that they want us to no longer trust our authorities. The same story is playing out across Europe. Did Russia really intend to send more than 20 drones into Poland? Was the 12-minute violation of Estonian airspace down to the poor training of Russian pilots, as the top U.S. general in Europe, Alexis Grinkowicz, has suggested, or a widening of Moscow's aggression? How could a hacking attack grounding various flights across Europe days later be just an unconnected coincidence? After 3 days of airport closures and the reported spotting of a Russian military vessel sat off its coast with its transponders off, Danish officials are still not clear who is behind the attacks. Frederiksen admitted the risks of both hasty wrong answers and late answers. Danish military intelligence said Thursday night they could not name the culprits, while the head of Internal Security Police, PT, said, the risk of Russian sabotage in Denmark is high. Denmark is otherwise open about the threat of Putin. It has given Ukraine F-16s, will help them build drones, and is arming itself with long-range missiles as part of deterrence efforts. Western officials wrestle daily with a paradox of hybrid warfare, whether to apportion blame or not. Does blaming the real culprit, especially if it is Russia, actually bolster the discord and anxiety they wish to sow? Or does failing to highlight the growing threat instead leave society blind and unprepared to the problem until the moment when hard defensive actions and choices are needed? It is a lot easier, politically and hypothetically, to shoot down a Russian jet after months of publicly blaming Moscow for airport closure and chaos. For months, the specter of sabotage has crept over mainland Europe. The United Kingdom, another fervent sponsor of Ukraine's defense, has seen young gang-like criminals recruited by Russia and convicted under the ferocious terms of the National Security Act for setting fire to a warehouse holding supplies for Ukraine.